Hello, YouTube. Calidus Gamer here with another Soul Calibur 4. Yep, it's been a while. But I'm kinda glad the whole controversy of Stellar Blade Blood Rain is happening because it's gonna address a lot of issues about creating a beautiful woman. I know that sounds weird for me to say that, but guys, think about it. Censorship is an all-time high, and I'm legit worried that censorship is gonna get carried away just to, you know, dumb everything down. And to me, it's just pure madness. I really do not want Soul Calibur 7, if they ever make Soul Calibur 7, to be censored. In my opinion, it has to be. What's the best way I could put it? The art needs to be great while being unapologetic. Like right here, Ivy in Soul Calibur 4, her art was provocative, but it wasn't enough to make the game get banned. There was talk and controversy, but here's the crazy part. At the time when this game was released and announced to the public, people, of course, they talk about Ivy looking like a stripper. No joke. Some of the reviews legit says that, and if you want to see those reviews, I could showcase those to you. But almost universally, no one got offended by Ivy. They just see it as a, you know, a video game and probably try to be a little edgy because at the time, video games were trying to be edgy. Think about it. During this time, around the era when Soul Calibur 4 was released, the video game I'm trying to think is that one video game that everybody liked. Sonic the Hedgehog series. I remember there was a video game called Shadow the Hedgehog where Shadow was running around with guns. At that time, people thought it was edgy and it was kind of legit cool. And same thing with Soul Calibur 4. Again, around the same era. Not exactly the same time, but around that era. And no one got offended by it. Of course, there's some critics here and there, but almost the critics, they were like, they were not offended by it. They were like, oh, trying to be edgy, trying to be a little kinky, but it's not that big of a deal and it's not that deep. So again, kind of happy that this whole Stellar Blade Blood Rain is happening because from my understanding what's going on, the people who are defending Stellar Blade, they're winning. And the reason why they're winning is because people realize that this is just absolutely dumb. Like there's no reason for this controversy to be happening. Matter of fact, the controversy, oh damn, I think I'm gonna lose here. The controversy is starting to reveal itself where people, they're kind of like being racist towards Asians, and one of the YouTubers, which I will showcase in a bit, the YouTuber, he literally points this out, that this is basically racism towards Asian people. Asian people, they age differently, and in their culture, especially South Korea, because Stellar Blade is a South Korean game, they have a very fantastic healthcare industry. And when I say healthcare, I meant skincare. South Koreans, they're very well known to have a little bit of plastic surgery, like it's very popular over there, but also making themselves look younger through taking care of themselves through skincare products, etc., etc. And for some reason, people mistaken the new protagonist of Blood Rain, thinking that she's a child. In reality, that's a normal looking woman in her mid-20s. When I first saw Stellar Blade, I didn't really thought none of it. I just assumed the protagonist was, you know, the standard of South Korean woman of female beauty. Okay, what do I mean by that? I mean, when it comes to females in video game, I'm kind of, how do I say this? I'm used to and expect seeing a female in a video game that looks like an actress from Hollywood. So I expect above average beauty, if that makes any sense. Now, in one of my previous video, oh, I lost. You wanna play a different mode? In one of my previous video, I made it clear that I do not mind a normal looking face in video game. But what I do mind when video games are starting to become forced and political, that right there is where I start getting very, very annoyed. And what do I mean by forced and political? Okay, imagine every single video game that you want to play is starting to feel the same, all because someone in the political sphere wants those games to have like a certain set standard. Now, when it comes to setting standards, there's nothing wrong with it, especially when it comes a little, how do I say this? Moral standards, if that makes any sense. But in my opinion, a video game shouldn't be anything politics related because for the sake of political message. In my opinion, video games are just there to be fun and entertaining. I've been saying that throughout my YouTube channel all over again and again and again. Like, I've been basically repeating the same thing that I've been saying this entire time and throughout my YouTube channel. The only reason why people play video games is because video games are fun and addicting. And because we're social creatures, we're social animals, video games are also a good way to socialize with people. Before the whole online internet stuff that, especially this game, the Calibur 4, before the PS3 era came, people, they literally go to each other's houses, and when I say people, I mean kids, especially kids and teenagers with their GameCube and PlayStation 1 during that era. We go to, you know, kids will go to each other's house and play Halo, Counter-Strike, Call of Duty at the time of that era. And it was fun. Guys, just think about the video game era during the 90s. And we could say far back to the 80s. People gather around the TV and play video games with each other and have fun. That was the origin of video games. And now with the whole online stuff, you know, we still do that. Like, I play World of Tanks and I feature it in my YouTube channel that, hey, I'm playing World of Tanks with different people. And we use Discord and we chit chat while having fun, you know, playing in a tank and shooting each other as, you know, tanks. I know it sounds funny and corny for me to say it, but it's the truth. And that's all we ask for as gamers, is just to have a fun video game, and a video game that doesn't feel, what's the best way I could say it? That doesn't feel forced. It's fun, addicting, and we want to play it again, and it doesn't feel forced or it's like forcing you to do something. That's what a lot of gamers, they're complaining about, that when a video game starts to feel unfun, it feels like a chore. That's where most of the complaints comes into. Well guys, I'm gonna end it here, but again, I'm glad with the whole controversy. I'm glad that the Stellar Blade controversy is happening because I want the video game industry to pay close attention and see the reality of what, you know, what us gamers want. We're not sexist, we're not, you know, racist, all that negative comments that people are saying. We just want a fun, addicting video game that's not, you know, feel like a chore. And more importantly, we just want a very good game. When we say a very good game, we just want a game that plays well, feels well, has an amazing story, has a character that we want to feel, you know, relatable, or a character that we want to feel like that it's realistic, that we want to talk to. And if not, you know, have an eye candy character, like me playing my queen Ivy here. She's an eye candy, and it's unapologetic. That's what us gamers want. Something, you know, raw, unapologetic, but more importantly, the game itself addicting to play. So Calibur is addicted to play, and aside from Ivy's beauty, you know, her playstyle, I just love it. I love how she fight with the sword whip, super unique and very fluid. This is fun, and I'm coming back to it. Not just Soul Calibur 4, but also the other game, especially Soul Calibur 6, where it feels even more fluid thanks to game developers paying attention to the fan base. So yeah, I think I went overboard. But yeah, guys, leave a comment down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, all that jazz. And please, tell me your whole thoughts about this, you know, controversy of Stellar Blade. Calidus Gamer, over and out.